Back at the forefront of the global fight against climate change, the United States set itself an aggressive new goal: halve US carbon emissions below 2005 levels by the end of the decade.
These steps will set America on a path of net zero emissions economy by no later than 2050. But the truth is, America represents less than 15% of the world's emissions. No nation can solve this crisis on our own, as I know you all fully understand.
Setting aside its tensions with the US, China, the world's largest carbon emitter, vowed to reduce its heavy reliance on coal.
We will strictly control coal-fired power generation projects. China will strive to peak carbon dioxide emissions before 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality before 2060.
EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen announced the ambitious expansion of the bloc's carbon emissions trading system. Its CO2 permits, which effectively put a price on pollution, will apply to buildings and transport. Emerging economies, the nations most vulnerable to climate disasters, said they were willing to cut emissions, but needed more international funds to do so. At a different virtual Earth Day meeting, organised by US lawmakers, Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg said world leaders had failed to grasp the scale of the climate crisis.
If you compare the current so-called climate policies to the overall current best available science, you clearly see that there's a huge gap. How long do you honestly believe that people in power like you will get away with it?
The signatories of the Paris Accord will meet again in November at the COP26 in Scotland and announce updated emissions targets. The 2015 agreement aims to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius by the end of the century.